Hey guys, I want to respond to you personally to your comments and concerns about the direction of the channel and some of my recent video behavior, because I'm hearing you and I want you to know where I'm at. Maybe this will help us have a better relationship, YouTuber, subscriber. And like I said on the title thumbnail, this video truly is only if you're an Airbnb host and you're a subscriber. Hyper small group of people, I'm sure. And let me bring you in to my world here. A world that you maybe don't get to see. I'm a content creator, not just an Airbnb host or coach or whatever else you might know about me. I create content. I'm an artist at heart. I dropped out of music school. So part of the reason why I'm here isn't because it's the best funnel strategy. If I cared only about that, you would see me do some other stuff, I'm pretty sure. I want to explain YouTube to you in a way that you might find really novel and interesting. Because I swear to God, my ADHD, hyperfixation brain, I've learned way more about YouTube than I ever cared to know. And I feel so excited about what I've learned lately that maybe I've overextended into some of the things that I want to test. And for that reason, I could say sorry for the clickbaitish nature of the content lately. There's probably two things that I want you to know that I think are really important for the story as we get into it. One is Airbnb has changed, not as a business, but as a keyword. Let's talk about that. And two, you're here. But if you look at my subscriber count, 250 to 280,000 of you are not, right? And herein lies the Rubik's Cube that I'm trying to solve as a creator, while also trying to educate you guys and giving you the content that you want. So first, let me say, if there's content that you want, you find truly interesting that you would click on without any performative YouTube packaging, let me know what you'd like me to give you, what you think I'm capable of giving you, because some of you may see me as just a guy who's a little closer to the fire, who knows the Airbnb stuff before anybody else. Some of you might see me as the hyper nerd that does a bunch of pricing strategy stuff. Some of you might respect me enough to believe that I'm actually a good business person and you want to learn business from me. Who knows? I want to know, actually. I would really love to know that. How do you see me? Because that's half of the problem of this YouTube dance. I'm working with incomplete information, only on the assumptions that I can get from you based on the behavior metrics that YouTube's studio gives me. But that's not even the biggest part of this. I really want to let you into my challenge lately. And my challenge certainly isn't not having enough coffee, by the way. So Airbnb has experienced something called semantic drift on YouTube. I would say it's suffered semantic drift because I liked the way that people looked at Airbnb on YouTube from 2017 to 2022. Call me nostalgic. I really miss those days where Airbnb had some positive sentiment online. If you search Airbnb, depending on your search history, you could get clouded data. But if you typed in Airbnb on a very fresh user on YouTube, you're going to get a different representation than you would have gotten in 2021 big time. Right? There were videos like from me and other creators like how to start an Airbnb business. Here's your tips for your listing. What is Airbnb? Is it too late to Airbnb? Is it a good opportunity? Right? Nobody really is asking, is it too late to Airbnb with the intention of actually telling you that it's not too late. Now, if you type in Airbnb, you're going to see Airbnb's failing, Airbnb's collapsing, Airbnb's dead, guests are trolling, other creators that have no business in the space are just doing slam pieces because it's going viral. There's a negative virality for Airbnb right now. And alas, my friends, I don't want to complain. I'm actually going to try to teach you something here. This is really cool. I think this is cool because I love challenges. Now imagine that YouTube doesn't know the difference, right? YouTube only knows what's trending, but it's all tied to the word Airbnb. But Airbnb has different meanings to different people. You might search for a how to Airbnb video. So the word Airbnb for you is very opportunity centric. Another one of you might be here because you love to see hosts fail. You find a moral platform in the failure of hosts. You want hosts to go out of business. So for you, the word Airbnb right now is timely justice. There are different groups online called psychographics, and this is what I've been learning about lately. And there's so many of them. I have people in the audience that aren't here anymore. You are, but the people who aren't here could be gone for various reasons. They started following because it was a cool idea. They were kicking tires. They never started the business. Then there's those who tried to Airbnb and failed, or are currently Airbnb-ing and failing and so angry at Brian Chesky that they're about to quit. So they stopped watching videos. My best friend is a perfect example of the beat up Airbnb host. The guy that was easy back in the day. He started selling all of his friends real estate because it was so easy. He's not nearly as resourceful or as tenacious Machiavellian as I am. right? And so he even has a sense of shame as a real estate agent right now because he can't find good deals for his friends to invest in because real estate is so hard and Airbnb is hard enough as well that Airbnb isn't a solution to the real estate crisis. He's given up trying to become a better host, okay? He's still a host, but he's given up. So he might maybe in a long shot watch a video if I did something really profound, like Airbnb gets involved in a sex scandal. He might watch that video. But he, my best friend, doesn't watch my content. For that reason, dead audiences and semantic drift, here I am trying to walk a line to get what you could call escape velocity. There's a lot of you that I really appreciate for watching my content, and I want to not betray you guys in the process of trying to become a better YouTuber, but I do find my problem really complex to solve. How do I package a video where you'll watch it and get value, but where a bunch of shitty, like 12-year-olds who want to see Airbnb fail might watch it too, and I can watch time farm enough that YouTube might find it interesting? Because it's either that or finding a way to wake up old audiences that thought about doing Airbnb and get them back into the idea, or Airbnb hosts that are quitting to get them to want to be better hosts again. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I can honestly tell somebody you should start Airbnb-ing if Airbnb burned you out and you want out of the opportunity. I'm not here to try to force a topic onto somebody who doesn't want to watch it. But I am testing to see if I can generate some polarity that allows me to get the voyeuristic, like know-nothing parts of the YouTube world to watch a video that they don't really care about, but this is called a parasitic psychographic. So for example, Andrew Tate, he got famous not because of men, but because of women who hated his content, who hated everything he had to say, and they started sharing his content in private groups. And that anti-Tate sentiment from women is what pushed Andrew Tate further. This happens with fitness influencers all the time, where people are so angry at these fitness influencers for, ego and self-interest and vanity, that they end up ultimately pushing those audiences. And then there's female fashion influencers that do get ready with me outfit changes, and all their audience is really just creepy men who just watch them on Instagram. It's not the audience that they want or intended, but it's the audience that pushes their content. And us creators, we have to learn to use that. We really do. We're kind of stuck in the meta of whatever we create. Now, if this was TikTok, I could just change topics. I can talk about something else that would be flashy at the moment, right? But because this is YouTube, I'm anchored to the word Airbnb. I have handcuffs to the Airbnb algorithm. I have so much keyword association that if I want a video to do 1,000 views, I have to keep it on the keyword. Because if it's not keyword appropriate and my initial audience, which is you guys, don't watch the video, it's dead. It doesn't actually get honest representation in the keywords that it could be. So if I did a video on online sales, or if I did a video on building sales teams, which I'm amazingly good at, which you guys don't know or care, the video won't get any reach. I'd have to create a new YouTube channel altogether, which I've been romancing these ideas. And so short of giving less of my soul to this YouTube channel, and judging the audience for being fragmented and like for most of the hosts giving up and leaving this channel behind, instead of giving less and less of my educational resource and less of my attention to this channel, I'm trying to find a way to really make it worth putting in daily effort into this YouTube channel. And you see I'm posting every day. I'm doing absolutely everything I can to try to learn the best way forward for this channel. Because otherwise, I will accept that my videos should only get 1,500 views because there's a hyper valid yet small group of people that want to learn how to Airbnb and want those updates. And I will give my attention to a more viral world where I can teach business, big picture, which is one of my passions too. I do not want to be defined into a genie bottle where I'm only allowed a dog and pony show to teach Airbnb, which is one of 6 businesses that I've built, by the way. One of 4 that I've built to do multiple millions of dollars per year. I'm so much more than an Airbnb host. And yes, maybe that's a little bit of ego, that I want to do something more with my life, but I have taught Airbnb for 8 years. I've done Airbnb for 10, and I'm not giving up on either. Coaching on Saturdays with my students is my favorite thing to do, but it is human nature to want more and to do more. And I would love to teach business on this YouTube channel. I want to teach it all. I want to teach everything that I know to the people who really want me. And you're here still, which means you have my gratitude. Those who are not here right now, they're the exact people that I'm talking about. They don't care about me. They care about whatever they care about. And if I give them value once in a while, in some obscure way, they might watch a video for 2.5 minutes and move on. But they don't give a shit about me. And I'm trying to find a way to perform through the fact that the density of my core audience, you and the subscribers around you, the density of relationship has eroded because so many people have given up on Airbnb, and the keyword is now full of so many vultures. So even though 1,000 of you will watch a video based on its value, YouTube will test it against 10,000 other people that go, yeah, boring, whatever. That's the old me. And I have to escape that for my videos to have any real reach at all. And I want to be a good content creator. So I've accepted this challenge at face value, and I'm trying to work through it instead of just creating a new channel like so many other people do. Yes, this lesson has led to probably the need for me to have 4 different channels on 4 different topics and be really precise with my content. Let's sigh. But if it's at all possible for me to reawaken some of the people who followed me for whatever reasons and we move forward because I'm a little flashy, a little performative, telling some jokes, being a little ironic, who knows, I'm going to give it my best shot. And I guess I have an ask from you, for those of you that are here right now. I want you to know me. I want you to understand something. No matter what the title of a video is or thumbnail is, because that's the packaging that's meant to survive the YouTube algorithm, right? That's the pill with the medicine inside. You should always know, based on who I am, what kind of videos that I make. It's all educational. And right now, I'm going through a chapter of discussing increasing sales, consumer psychology, trust, like perception, all that other stuff we talk about, reasons why people won't buy your listing or buy your product. I'm going through a lot of the stuff that hosts are genuinely concerned about. Sometimes it's Airbnb algorithm, sometimes it's market research. It's always going to be value though. And if you don't trust that I deliver value and I give my soul to education, then we have a problem. And somewhere I've let you down along the way. I've made some videos that weren't educational enough, that weren't smart enough, that didn't have enough value, maybe. Or maybe I haven't given you another reason to watch, right? Maybe I've just been some soulless robot here teaching Airbnb and I've never given you me. And maybe I can fix that too, but I really need to know what I need to change if you want me to change. But yes, this chapter of YouTube is me testing based on things that I think I know. I'm going to keep trying to know more things so I can be a better YouTuber. Thanks for watching this. It's an important part of the conversation. Many of you won't watch this. This video will probably get like 500 views. So also, that's as it may be. Thanks, my guys, and I'll see you on the next, maybe slightly more dramatic video. See you on the other side.